Hello, Internet. Let's play First Martians Adventures on the Red Planet by this guy. Whoops. Adventures on the First Planet. When your crew was sent to Mars in 2029, the mission seemed straightforward enough. After an uneventful journey, the fruit of MCEI's hard labor, you found yourselves the first humans to walk on Martian soil. Once there, with all the needed infrastructure already in place, your task was to lay the groundwork for the next stage of the colonization program. MCEI is supposed to be pronounced MKE. I don't know. I'm gonna call him NASA from now on. So welcome to First Martians Adventures on the Red Planet. It's a co-op, story-driven adventure game for 1 to 4 players who will win or lose together. In each mission, you will try to accomplish an objective within a specified number of rounds. The integrated app will challenge you with goals to complete and obstacles to overcome. So I'm going to be playing the campaign, the first campaign, and I'm going to be playing a 4-player game. I'm just playing by myself. It seems more fun that way, and I'm making one modification to the rules. I'm using all 4 AOMs with their automated drones. It basically gives you extra movement tokens. So I'm going to run through the pre-setup on the app and then read the introduction and the mission objectives, and we'll be making one video for each mission in campaign 1. Alright, so we're going to do a new campaign, the Labyrinth of the Night, and we're going to enter in our crew. So we have our geologist going first. The order that you enter in the app is the order that they're supposed to be playing in. So scientist going second, engineer going third, and medic going fourth. So we're going to play on easy, and we're going to run through the setup on the prepare game elements. So we have our campaign 1 booklet where mission 1 antenna begins, and we put all of our trackers on the general supply over here, and prepare all facility tiles as instructed on page 6 to 7 of the rule book, which we did. Everything is green. And at the beginning of the campaign you have 2 greenhouses. So normally we would have 1 greenhouse for each player, but one of the objectives of this first mission is to build more greenhouses and more plants. So we just have 2 and 2. We have the status marker red in the working block of the malfunction box. And now we have to roll all 3 malfunction dice and resolve their results. So I want to go in order by color. So 2, this goes up 2, this goes up 2, this goes up 3. Not so good. Draw and resolve 1 complication working block. So we need to go through, okay, here's a complication right off the bat. So in the garage hall, decompression in rover 1 detected. This part is now broken. That's the oxygen in the garage hall. It's not so bad, but we will be going there, so we'll have to spend extra oxygen until that part gets fixed on every action involving the garage hall. Each player takes a profile card. That's this. We have full health. We have an ID. In the campaign mode, you will not have any skill cards at the start of the game. You will have the opportunity to gain them during the campaign. Find ring 2 bumps and shell pit. Return these to tiles of the box. I did that. Find and place on the map the following ROI tiles in appropriate sizes. Canyon on R1 north is this guy. Shell pit northeast. Plains 1 and 2 west. Place no tokens or samples on these tiles. You've been here a while and gathered whatever you've deemed useful. And then there's a -1 on R3 west. Place the objective tokens on the following ROI spaces. So red 1 northwest, red number 2 on northwest ring 2 and 3 on northwest ring 3, orange on ring 1 east, and orange number 2 on ring 1 southeast. Draw 2 random upgrade cards. So this gives the game some replayability. I'm going to shuffle these. It says draw 2 random upgrade cards and return them to the box. That's, yeah, if we get really good ones and we have to send them to the box, that's going to suck. So 2 random upgrade cards, power generator and the reconnaissance satellites. Not so good and not so bad. It's okay. They just go back in the box. The remaining ones are yours to use throughout the campaign. When the mission begins, you have 4 of everything on the spare parts available in the cargo bay. Return all facility cards back to the box in the campaign and use them only if instructed. Alright, your game is ready to play. So it's going to tell us something here. It says, although your manned mission to Mars is not yet in full swing, the first serious problem arises. The methods of communication become unreliable and you need to find a way to fix this. The farm is not fully set up either. Expand the farm. Now is your only chance. One of the first supply drops contained the seeds. When you gather and plant them, you will secure your food supply. The next cargo will be dropped soon. Make sure NASA knows exactly where to head it. Communication is vital. I think by head it they mean place it? I don't know. Alright, so Soul 1. We're going to read the introduction and the mission objectives. So this says hub, that's us. Oh, and one more thing. We already know where the mistake was in that report, so don't waste your precious time looking for it. NASA, you're unusually quiet today. Just to let you know then, the supplies are on their way, but please confirm the drop coordinates. We can adjust them if you let us know in advance. Also, we know why the data didn't add up. Unit conversion, you dimwits. That's not something NASA would say. Hub, we already know that already. And no, you can't use the old coordinates. We checked the ground and it's covered with a thick layer of fine dust. Attempting a crash landing there is a very bad idea. Our suggestion is the different coordinates. Please verify. NASA, guys, please confirm the coordinates or we won't be able to change the trajectory on time. Cat's going crazy over there. Hub, we did. Didn't you get the message? Hub, so what's... Hello? Hello? Hub, can you guys hear us? Because this is getting disturbing now. NASA, you know we're busy here too, but do confirm the coordinates seriously. Hub, not sure if you'll get this message at all, but apparently we can hear you, but you can't hear us. We did a little research here, and we have a suspicion why that may be. We'll try to set up an antenna on an elevated spot not too far from here. Hope this helps. For now, it seems it's over and out. Okay, so our mission objectives says this one-sided communications is not going to get you very far. Something appears to be jamming your signals, voice and text alike. NASA uses stronger emitters and their messages can get through. You've decided to build another antenna on a higher spot. The sooner you do that, the better. You want NASA to know the new coordinates ASAP. If they change the directory too late, the cargo may land far out of your reach, or worse. You're also considering expanding the farm. This may prove beneficial later on. So we need to erect a new antenna and connect it to the hub, red number 1, 2, and 3. So this is the antenna on number 3 and laying cables on number 1 and 2. And then we need to collect the seeds, so seed number 1 and seed number 2. And we need to set up the new greenhouse until you have 1 greenhouse for each astronaut, then take the research actions to plant the seeds. Alright, so we have special actions: laying cables, erecting a new antenna, and setting up a new greenhouse. We want to erect the antenna by Sol 5, or else the cargo will land farther away. If we do it by 5, it'll land here. If we do it by 6, it'll land here and here, and if we do it by 7, it'll land here and here. It's like further away. Not that big a deal, but we'll see how it goes. Kind of think setting up the farm is like just as important as doing the antenna for later missions. Alright, so Sol 1, we have an event phase, the advanced malfunction in the system block. So this just goes up by 1. Alright, another event phase, problems begin. Eve Smith, which is our geologist, she's going first. Log entry, it appears that something is jamming our signal. NASA doesn't know we can't hear them. They must be petrified. Wait a minute. NASA doesn't know we can hear them. They must be petrified. We need to reassure them somehow. Okay. +1 on the stress tracker. The first player discards or gains morale tokens according to the current morale level, which is 0, so we don't do anything there. We check our oxygen and energy production. So we are producing 8 oxygen and we're spending 8 oxygen. We're producing 10 solar or energy and we're spending 10 energy. If we go to the garage hall, we have to spend more extra oxygen. Move any seeds, we don't have any. Consume food, so we're producing 2 food, but we need 4, so this goes down by 2 from 20 to 18. We increase the stress by the number of astronauts, so it goes from 1 up to 5. And resolve penalties of broken things in the working block, which are these icons, and nothing is broken, so nothing to do there. And then check mission sheet for special production rules, but there aren't any, so we skipped that. This is the mission log. It says send 2 action tiles. Each astronaut gains 1 morale token, so that's good. We'll do that. Alright, so we need to explore. We can explore with these guys, and we want to explore. We want to explore and we want to collect. So we're gonna try to maximize our usage of exploring and collecting and building. Actually, these are gather actions, these are build actions, and so we have 5 tiles to explore. I'm gonna try to spread out the exploring throughout the first 5 missions. Maybe the first 4 missions. Then gather and build another 5. So we'll maximize our use of these guys. So we're gonna start doing that stuff. So we're gonna send these out to explore on both of these tiles. And we're going to, so we're gonna go to the garage hall. So, I think we want to repair that as soon as possible. So I'm gonna use my repair guy, go to the working bay, and send an engineer to be automatically successful. And we need the part to use to repair, and we put that on the thing we want to repair. So that's that. We also want to increase our morale, so I'm going to send our medic. Oh yeah, we get to use a mapping drone. I'm going to do that. So the mapping drone can actually drive the rover. It's kind of crazy. We're going to increase morale as much as we can. So this will be automatically successful. It's 1, 2, plus 1 more to be automatically successful. This provides 2 plus 1 more is 3. So we want another 3 here. This provides 1, we need 2 more. So let's just send these for now. We also have the opportunity to research if we have something to research. So when we discover these things, we'll be placing blue tiles on them, which we can later collect and then research and then discover to gain skills. So we can use the automated research assistant for that later. So we want to get that engine rolling as soon as possible. We want this guy to be 100% active throughout the entire game. He's not going to get very far, but we'll try. this guy can gather as well. So there's nothing to gather, and there's nothing to research, and we have 3 more. We can... Another thing is this block. If this goes up, if we roll this, which we will be doing, and this goes, when we roll a 3, this will go 1, 2, 3, and that will be bad. So we need to lower this. So I'm going to spend at least 1 on the control center to manage that. What else can we do this round? We can... That's the only thing that needs to be repaired. Yeah, we can get our morale up to 3, and this can go down an additional point. So there you go. Oh, no, actually we need... Oh, these guys do have a job. They can go to the action event, because the action event is not specific to any particular type. Like the blue guy can only do blue things, and the gray guy can only do gray things, but they can also do generic random things, with the event is a generic random thing. So we will start the action phase, and the astronauts gain +1. +1 of these things. And these things don't count, so these can be used at any time. You can use them immediately. I'm actually going to spend 1 to lower the stress by 1, so the medic is spending hers immediately, and then you put a little black thing to indicate that you did that skill that round. This guy can reroll brown die, blue die, and gray die, but rolling is a bad idea because that causes wounds, and adventures are almost always bad, so I like to avoid rolling whenever possible. The good news this round, we don't have to do any rolling, so we're going to start. So we're going to hit done on that. These guys completed their mission, return to base, and then we go in order. So we're going to raise our morale by 3. That's good. So at the beginning of our next round, the next player who's first will get to collect 3 more of these things, which is good. Plus, over time, events cause morale to go down, so we need to keep it positive. If the morale goes negative and we can't spend it, we take wounds, and that will lead to death. So, all very important things. So we're going to do -2 over here. Those 2, even though it's high, they should stay where they are. Unless we'll see. That's a good question. Okay, we're going to lower this by 1, and we'll lower this by 1. We'll work on getting that down slowly over time. But, should be okay. So, then we go to the next spot, which is Explore. So these guys are automatically successful, and these guys are automatically successful. My cats are going nuts. They're chasing each other around. Very distracting. Oh my god. So this was a gather. I'm sorry. This was a explore. So we gathered 2 ringtail 1s, and another thing we have to do is build the greenhouses. I need to remember. We have to build the greenhouses before we can plant. So I could have done that this turn, but we'll repair this and then build next time. So they both have... Okay, so we get 3 total blue things, which we can later collect to gain skills. And then they also have 2 points of interest, so I'm just going to take the entire pile and shuffle them and blindly pick 2. So this is the remains of a lander, so we just get that. This immediately goes in the available pile, so just get a piece, and this gets discarded for the rest of this mission. This is a mission specific one which says unmanned vehicle parts. We gain 1 random spare part. So I'm going to put 1 of each in my hand and then shuffle that and let 1 fall out. So that's a That's what it was. A computer part. And then that gets discarded. Okay, so that was successful on the exploration. This is a build action, which happens later. So this is automatically successful. We spent the part. Oh, and by the way, we had 2 guys going to the garage hall, so we actually had to spend 2 oxygen to go there, whether we were successful or not. So that oxygen goes down by 2. But this was successful, and so we fixed the part. We spent the oxygen part, and we fixed it. So that's good. Okay, so that's everyone has returned to base and ready to go to the next phase. So, malfunction phase. We assemble the pool, which is just the yellow. Roll it. Oh, we did roll a 3. 1, 2, 3. Good thing. Do need to keep an eye on that. If this goes to 5, we have to pull a card, which bad stuff happens, and this turns red, which means we would then roll 2 die next time. So we need to keep these green as long as possible. Next phase, cleanup phase. So we move everything from pending to available in the cargo bay. There's nothing there. Discard the black markers, so these go away. And then we pass the first player token. Okay, it's next round. So we're on round 2, or Soul 2, day 2. Wow, that did go up 1. So the system block. We're right in the edge. So now it's the scientist, and he has a log entry. Michael Shepard says, "We have been getting some alerted messages. Our loved ones back on Earth are distressed by the news of a bad connection. To think about them worrying so much, hard thing to focus on the job. Each astronaut loses 1. So now she doesn't have any. I believe nothing happens to her. She just doesn't have any. I'm not gonna give her a wound. It doesn't say I have to do that. First player discards gains. So now we're at +3. So this guy gains 3. So we can re-roll blue die later on when we get some research going. Alright, so next phase. Check your oxygen. We're all good. Energy, we're good. Consume seeds, don't have any. Consume food, so the food goes down by another 2. Increased stress goes up by 4, so it goes from 4 to 8. Resolve penalties, nothing's broken, and nothing special. Next phase. So, spend 2, each astronaut gains 1, so that's the same thing we had before. Now, things have changed a little bit, so we're going to send this guy to explore with the buggy, and that will automatically be successful. We're going to collect some things. We need to build. So we're going to collect a, this is a question mark, this is a minus. This requires an extra person to go there. And this requires rolling an adventure. What do I want to do? Spend the extra person? We'll see how it goes. We'll decide where we want to send them later, but we're going to try to get some research going. Now we can build a greenhouse. It says set up a new greenhouse as a build action. It requires oxygen. Put 1 black marker in an empty slot of the new greenhouse. You now have 1 more space to plant more seeds. So it requires the oxygen. It's a build, but we put it over here. We put the oxygen on there to indicate we're spending the part and the greenhouse. So I want to do that. We can collect some stuff. So the froggy can do a gather action. We could probably do the adventure more than the person. That's 2 and that's 3, so it's guaranteed to be successful. The medic can lower stress. We do want, oh man, we actually do need to keep this down. So 1, 2, 3, or 4, plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, we need to spend a lot on, so the research guy has nothing to do. The gather, and everybody else is doing something. So we're gonna spend a lot on lowering our malfunction. We do need to, let's see, we need to spend some more time exploring and gathering. Going a little slow on that, but we're okay. We want to get more food going too, so we're working on our objectives. Now, let's see, let's go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need that to go down, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably okay. We don't need the stress to go down that much right now. I don't have anything else to do. Now, let's see, so this is 1, 2, plus 3, so that's guaranteed to be successful. And this is 3, and then whoever, let's see, the purple guy will go on an adventure. Yeah, we have a lot of gathering and a lot of exploration to do. So, I think we're good where we are. Oh, wait a minute. This guy does have something to do. He can go to the current event action along with another player, so we're not going to lower the stress. We're going to do the event, which is the same as the last event, which is each astronaut gains 1. We're going to do it right now, so going to hit done on that. And once again, I'm going to immediately use the medic's ability to spend 1 to go down on stress by 1. Okay, so these guys did it, so the medic comes back to base. And doing the next thing. So these guys down by 4. So this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Just maintaining the status quo there, but gotta do it. So return to base. Purple guy, gray guy. Next thing. We're exploring, we're gathering, we're building. So exploring first. This is automatically successful, and we did not have to spend the oxygen since we repaired it, so that's good. This is a green and a buggy, and we get a ring 1 to flip that over. This will take a wound. Not, that sucks, but almost everything is bad around here. So that's plus 3 on these blue things. These are research samples that we can collect, but we're not going to because I don't want to take wounds just to go there unnecessarily. So that was the Explorer. Now we're going to gather. This is automatically successful. Great. Scientist buggy. And that was a gather operation. We wanted this, which we put in our pending, and we need to get some seeds too, so we'll be back there again. And now, nothing to research, but we're gonna build. This is automatically successful with 2, and this goes back to base. We discard the oxygen, and we have another greenhouse, so we can get those seeds and get them planted. So everyone has returned to base, so we go into the next phase. We assemble the pool, still at 1. That was a 2, 1, 2. Better than it was before. And next phase, move everything from the pending to the available. Discard the black markers, which we did. And pass the tokens to the next player. So we are gaining some things here. These guys will be able to re-roll. You only get to do it once though. So next round, Soul 3, moving fast. The working block goes up by 1. That's not good. Okay, so Julie Armstrong has a log entry. Says NASA has just informed us about what they think might be seismic activity. They have a suspicious looking footage and want us to investigate. Looks like we'll be heading out soon. Okay. Place this token on the arrows of the Excrage Hall. So next round could result in broken Froggy if we use them. If we use them, we have to roll the green die, which might result in a wound to the buggy, which will cause it to break, and then we won't get it to use it anymore until we fix it. Alright, so next phase we gain on the morale. We're gaining 3, which is great. It doesn't have any skills to spend it on, really. Next phase, check your oxygen and energy. We're good. Consume food. Goes down another 2. And increase stress and resolve penalties of broken things. So this was on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stress increases. Okay, now it says, the mission log says gain 1. So one player will gain 1. And I'm going to give it to the medic. The medic is going to go do the event action to gain 1 morale token. So let's deploy in the action phase. We definitely need to go to the buggy. We need to do the buggy thing and more of this. So that's 2, that's 3. So this, it's 1, 2, 3, plus 1 more to guarantee success. That's 2, that's 1, we need 1 more. So we'll send somebody. This guy can be used for a gather, and I guess we're gonna have to go there, but we're gonna go here for now. So that's 2. We need 1 more. Oh, adventure. We forgot to go on an adventure. That was the scientist that was supposed to go on an adventure. So we're gonna hit the adventure. Let's see, adventure for gathering. So we hit the gray question mark, and it was the scientist. And the adventure says, look what I found. Log entry. Not far off from where we planned our mining site, I found some remains of the old containers. Roll the gray checkmark die. On a checkmark, gain 1 part. Put it in the pending area of the cargo bay. And if we roll it doesn't say what happens if we don't roll a checkmark. Okay, we did not roll a check mark, and I guess that means nothing happened. I'm not going to take extra morale for that. It doesn't say 2. But whoever goes here is going to do another adventure, and we'll figure out who we want to take the adventure. It doesn't really matter. The geologist... Let's see, the geologist gets to reroll gray dice. That's fine. Yeah, I don't like rolling. I don't like having to roll. We're just not gonna roll. I don't want to need to roll. So let's see what we need to do. We can build another greenhouse. And so we're gonna do that. Gonna put a black token and an oxygen. Oops. And we need to gather those seeds. This is 3. That's going to be guaranteed to be successful. So we'll get a seed going. We also gathered one of these. I want to research. So our automated research assistant has something to do now. And that I might roll for. We need to lower stress. We could do more gathering. More building. Let's see. We need to one, two. We need to lower this by at least 2. So I'm gonna send 2 there. We could go down more than that, which not be a bad idea. What needs to be accomplished? So we need to, on 4 we'll explore, and on 5 we can build the antenna. So we're gonna do a lot of building. Yeah, we should build. Oh yeah, we have to take a wound. So the first time we did not have to take a wound, but now we do. So the geologist or whoever's on top has to take a wound. I'm gonna make the medic. So the mapping drone is controlled by the medic. So the medic will have to take a wound there, and whoever's on top here will take an adventure. So I don't really know what bad things happen with adventures. It could be good things sometimes. We're playing on easy. So will the geologist... Yeah, I'd rather the medic go on adventures because the medic can heal herself. But it's okay. So everything has been deployed. So we're going to do the mission log. So we're going to spend 1 to gain 1 and prevent future consequences. It's a lot more important to prevent future consequences because that's almost always bad. So this returns to base, we gain 1. Once again, we're going to spend it immediately. We put a black thing here, we spend it to lower the stress by 1. And we had done on that. So next thing is here. So we only put 2 here. It's not, it was like the minimum, but go down by 2. Return to base. And the next thing is exploring. How many did we need to send there? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's worth 2. Okay, good. This is immediately successful, but we take a wound. And the green... Oh, it was the medic that takes the wound. We put the medic... Something that was controlled by the medic was on top. So... the medic can heal herself next round. This... We put a ring 2 here. And that has 1 blue thing and 1 point of interest. So... Okay, another special mission POI. This is boron deposits. Move all markers on the growth track up 1 space. Ah, too bad I don't have anything on the growth track. So that was our explorer. Now we do our gather. There's 3 there. We needed 3, so this is immediately successful. But who was on top? We put the geologist on top. So the geologist, it has to do a guaranteed... So we collected the seed that goes in the pending, and the geologist takes a gather adventure. It's not very adventurous though. So Eve Smith says, log entry, the team is hoping I'll be successful today. The pressure on me is huge. Roll the gray die. Oh, so this does have consequences. So if we get the check mark, we get +1 to morale, which is do nothing because you're already at +3. And otherwise we get a -1. So the only thing that can happen here is nothing or something bad. We did get the check, so nothing. That's good. Okay, so now we're gonna do our research action, and this we do have to roll a die for, because we only sent 1. So we are gonna roll the die, and we got the check mark, but we have to do a research adventure. And the scientist, so this is controlled by the scientist, so it's the scientist that does the adventure. So Michael Shepard says, research report. However consistent, the results differed from what was expected by such a wide margin that we decided to run additional tests of equipment and software. So we had unexpected results, and it has no effect. But it could happen. Something could happen in the future. So this moves us to the examined, and this goes back. So this guy's still out there. Is that it? Yeah. So now we go to the build, which is automatically successful. So we have, we have our 4 greenhouses. We spent the oxygen, and this comes back. Alright, that's everybody. Next phase. The first player assembles the pool of malfunction dice, still at 1, that's good. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. And next phase. So we move everything from pending to available. So this turns into a seed. We now have 1 seed we can plant, which we'll definitely do. And pending discard black markers. We want to do that. We want to pass the thing over. Great. Next round. Sol 4. Things are moving fast. Living block. Advanced malfunction. Now, okay, now we really need to let them know the drop coordinates. Time is running out. We are starting to get a little panicky about this whole situation. And that has no effect. The first player gains morale. We gain 3. And we're going to spend 1 immediately to go reduce stress by 1. Oh, hey, what happened to the production phase? The app never even asked me about it. The app skipped the production phase, so we need to spend 2 on the food and go up by 4 on the stress. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else is in the production phase? We have oxygenators, solar panels, the farm, right? We eat the food, the stress, and the working block, right? Okay, so that was the production phase. I have noticed that in the app, there's a bug. If there's too many events or we go on too many adventures, then there's a bug in the app where the production phase gets skipped. So if that happens, we have to remember to manually do it. It's fine, I just need to remember. Oh, now it's the production phase. Oh, okay, so I got ahead of myself. So check your oxygen, we did that. Move the seeds, we don't have any. Consume the food, we did that. Increase the stress, we did that. Resolve penalties of broken things in the working block. There aren't any. Okay, next phase. Now, gain 1. Spend 1 action to gain 1. Who wants the things here? Oh, you know what? I could have re-rolled one of those die, so I would not have had to have gone on the adventure. I gotta remember to roll die. I really shoulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? So I think we want to give it to the medic. Let's see. We're gonna spend 1 to reduce stress in round 5. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the medic. So the medic goes there. We will be doing our last and final exploration. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 more to be successful, and we'll be taking a wound. Or we can actually go around it and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 more to be successful. We don't want to take the wound. I think we'll see how it goes based on everything else. We need to spend a lot on the control, and stress goes higher. So let's see, the next round stress will go up 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be at 17, unless something else bad increases stress. So it could go to 18. Not the end of the world. I'm less worried about stress causing wounds than I am about the living block turning red over here. That's worse. This carries through the rest of the game. The rest of the campaign. We definitely want to research that. we definitely, let's see. Yeah, we want to do a lot of the construction. So this is a construction. Laying the pipes is not a gather action, it's a construction. So we want to spend, so we need 1, 2, plus 1 more to guarantee success. We can spend this on a construction thing, so that's guaranteed to be successful. So we need 3 there, which means, and they take a wound, which you need 4 here. I want to send the medic to take the wound. No I'm not. The medic's already getting 1 wound. Well, or we could go around, so... So I want to take a wound. Or... The medic can spend... I mean, it doesn't matter. We're spending 1 extra to avoid the wound, and then we can... But... Okay. So we're going to spend the 1 extra to avoid taking the wound. Because if we take 2 wounds, we'll gain a condition. If we could give the wound to somebody else. Well, maybe we'll do that. Okay, so the engineer is going to take a wound by going here. We can have, like, the geologist take a wound by going here, and we'll have the medic take a wound. Jesus Christ. Or we can go around, so... spending a lot of things. We could do a gather action. It's a lot to do, right? So we actually do need to do the gather action. We're gonna go ahead and do that. The gather action, and this requires an extra, or, alright, blue die and gray die. So this thing is controlled by the robot, which is, or like the robot's on top, so the geologist can reroll gray die. Because we have to put 4 there. We could send the buggy. There's just not enough. There's not enough. What is this? Because once again, we have to spend. We have to spend 3 here, right? So there's just not enough. There's not enough parts to go around. So we're gonna reroll the blue die for that discovery. We can roll brown die to build things. This is a build action. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to start rolling stuff, I think. This is gonna roll the gray die for gather actions. So we only send 2 there. We can roll a brown die. 1, 2, 3, plus 1 more. So we have to roll for that one as well. And then all the way out here. There's just not enough to do. So we're not gonna build that one, which means we're not gonna be able to get the antenna up. We can build the antenna in the next round. We have to build the antenna and lay the cables. I think we're still okay for round 5. We need to spend more over here. I'm gonna spend 4. Maybe even 5. So let's figure out what we're doing. So this, so it goes 1, 2. Man, there's just not enough. Right? So we're doing less building. So we're gonna roll the die on the building for that. Roll the die on the gray gather action on that. And then this is an explore action, which you can't roll die for. Well, we can't re-roll die for. That's 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 more to be guaranteed success. So we can do it with 4, but we have to roll. I think we're just going to do a lot of rolling because we want to get more done, but that runs a risk that we're not successful and then we waste pieces, plus we take wounds and we have to go on adventures, so it's better to guarantee success. So I much rather guarantee success and do less than to risk failing, risk taking wounds, risk going on adventures, which are usually bad. So yeah, we're gonna do less. We're gonna manage, maintain. So we're sending, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 more to guarantee success. That's worth 2, that's worth 3. That's guaranteed successful. 1, 2, plus 1 more, that's 3, that's guaranteed successful. This we have to roll on, and that I'm okay with. We can re-roll if we're going to take a wound or go on an adventure. I just need to remember to actually re-roll. Then we're doing a lot of maintenance. That sounds like a good plan, and then if we take damage on the stress, so be it. I'm less concerned about that. So, ready for the action phase. We're going to gain 1 morale for the medic, and return to base, and prevent future consequences, which are always bad. And next we're going here, so we're going to lower this by 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower this by 1. So that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're exploring, building, and collect. No, we're no longer collecting. Uh-oh. So I made a mistake. This is an automated drone that cannot be used for build actions. It can only be used for gather action. That's why I wanted to do that gather, so I could use this guy. So this guy doesn't get to be used unless I move things around. I could... It doesn't really matter. I could not use it this round or not use it next round. So, actually, I do want to gather. I'm gonna move this to gathering. I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I'm playing by myself, so I don't care. I have to roll a tile, and this is a gather operation, so we need to put the robotic manipulator on top so the geologist can have the chance to re-roll the gray tile. I'll just hope for the best. So we're gonna do the exploring, which is guaranteed to be successful. And the green comes back, the gray, and the purple, and we get a ring 3 tile. And there's nothing to do on that tile. We did take the wound, so going here, we went straight through, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, we sent 6 there. Did we? I already don't remember. Pretty sure we're taking the wound, and it was the medic. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the wound. So we can like retrace our steps, or because 5 went there, 1 didn't get used. We had the build operation. Wait a minute, did I screw up again? This is... What is this? This is... Oh my god, this is... Yeah, this is not going well. That is an automated drone they can use for building, which we're doing here, but cannot be used for gathering, so... Gathering... We gotta roll. Oh yeah, I think that was my plan all along, I just forgot. We did our exploration, now we're gonna do our gather, and we have to roll... Oh, +3. Oh god. That actually requires 4 guys to go there, so that we can't do. So I'm just screwing up left and right. So that's... I can... Yeah, okay. So I need to go back to the plan I had before, which was this guy, which can build, and he can drive this. So that's 2, and we take a wound. So who controls this? So the engineer will take a wound. I'm going to do that now so I don't forget. And then the engineer, this is a build operation. And we have to roll because we need 3 to guarantee success and we only have 2. So we took the wound. Alright, we were successful and we got a wound die, so I'm gonna re-roll that. So we're gonna hope for no wound here. Oh, we got another wound anyway, so we take a second wound. But at least we were successful, so that's good. So this comes back to base, and this gets discarded, and we have built one of the laying the tiles. So we're gonna update the app. We took the lay tiles special action on row 1 northwest, and that just gets discarded. Okay, so everyone's back? No. Now we're gonna do the research. Oh, we're supposed to do the research before the building, but it doesn't matter too much. Well, actually it does, but... Okay, cool. We were successful and we don't have to re-roll anything. This goes to discovery. We have now gained a skill card, which, as far as I can tell, we just pick the one we want, and the one I want is the engineer. The engineering that we can spend 2 morale tokens to draw a random upgrade card that is not in play and it becomes available. So I am going to use that action immediately, spending 2, and then we flip the card over. But in this case, I'm going to put a black dot on it because some of the cards are already flipped over. Those are the ones we don't have yet. So we used our skill, and we're going to bring an upgrade card into play. So I'm going to shuffle these and pick a random upgrade card and just hope it's a good one. Okay, so random games room, first player gains +1 morale. It's okay. And it's good to have, but I'm not really going to go out of my way to build it. But so that is now in play, so we can spend action to build the upgrade. Alright, so now we had the seed and we didn't plant the seed. And then we discard this, so we acquired a skill. That's great. So everybody return to base. We're going to go to the next phase. Assemble the malfunction dice, roll it. It's only a 1. Finally. And then we move everything from pending. We discard the black markers, so we did use some skills here. We discard. I'm going to... Yep. And then pass the first player token. So next round, Soul 5. So we want to build the antennas. So we want to perform these 2. We also want to plant the seeds. We can do the upgrade. We can do the discovery. If we get caught at the end of the game with something in the examined that hasn't made it to the discovery, it gets discarded. So if we start, so we have to pick it up, and it goes in the pending. Then the next round we do it, hope to be successful. It goes to examined, and then Soul 7 we do it again and hope. So I mean, it may or may not be worth it. Plus, the automated research assistant can be used to do the plant seed, which is a lab research action. So this guy's going to be used to plant seeds, and then we might send 2 people there, so it's to guarantee success, or we might roll a die. We'll see how that goes. We absolutely must, well, if we can. We don't have to, but we want to pick up the seed. So we're going to, so this buggy is no longer valuable because there's nothing to explore, nothing we have to explore. So we're kind of wasting there, and that means this guy... Okay, hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We just started Soul 5. Oh yeah, this got moved. Wait a minute. Did I forget to move that in the previous round? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh man. I don't remember. Oh, I hate making mistakes. I think... So, I mean, that meant we have to roll the wound for the buggy, and if that was... Oh, god damn it. I'm pretty sure technically that means the buggy was damaged, which means we weren't able to use the buggy, which means the number of people that we got to use... Basically, I think we had like 5 people here. 2 more of them needed to have gone to explore because the buggy was actually broken, and then this gets discarded. Man, so I've been forgetting, which means the what's this called again? This is the malfunction tracker. I'm gonna move that up 2. So I'm trying, when I catch mistakes, I'm trying my best to fix them as best I can. So now this says put this token on the working bay aerospace, which is the X on the arrow. So next round we will not be able to build anything. Oh, okay, so yeah, we really want to guarantee success on those building things right now. Alright, so now this is, once again, on the mission log, spend 2 actions. Each astronaut gains 1 morale token, and it prevents future consequences. Now, what happened to the production phase? Now, this time for sure the production phase got skipped, because we're already in action phase according to the app. So we gotta spend the food. So we go down 2 in the food, and we go up 4 on the stress. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else does the... I think that's the only thing we have to do for production, because everything else is green and we're good to go. Okay, so now this guy has nothing to do, so we're going to send him to the event phase along with someone else. Pick up, we'll try to pick something up if we can. Now this is... So let's send the buggy. The buggy will do something, doesn't matter what. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 more to guarantee success. That's 5. So we need 4 more guys. And this is a build operation, so we can send the build and 3 more guys, so something like this, to guarantee success. And we take a wound, so yeah, the scientist can take a wound. That's okay. I don't want the medic. You know what, the medic... it would be nice if the medic can heal herself. Actually, the medic has a special... Okay. The medic... I don't have the skill card. There's a medic skill card where she can spend 3 to heal 2, but I don't have it. So we're gonna spend 1 to reduce stress by 1. I'm glad I remembered to do that. And then I'd like to send the medic to the heal lab. The medic can heal herself. That will be good. It's not a requirement, but it'll be good. We're definitely taking wounds unless we go here, and that's a wound for everybody, plus the morale goes down. So we can heal 1 and go here. So this is gonna be -6 on the stress. We'll heal herself once. And wow, we really need to do this. I really want to collect another seed. We're running out of time to we want to build the seed. We want to guarantee success on the seed. Like, there's a lot to do. So we got 1, 2, 3, plus 1 more to guarantee success is 4. So I mean, I don't even have 4. I only have 3. So who's taking the wound? We'll have the engineer take the wound, plus this is a build action. we have to roll, and the engineer has the opportunity to re-roll any brown die. So we're gonna roll. Yeah, we have to. So we're gonna roll on that. We're gonna roll on that. That's gonna guarantee success. These are automatic. So I think. Plus we have to send one more guy out there. So we're not collecting anything. That's what he will do, and we're good to go. On Sol 5. So doing the mission log. Each astronaut gains 1 and prevents future consequences. It's more important to prevent future consequences, but whatever. Now, we're going to keep these for now, but if we end up not using them, we can spend 2 to draw another random upgrade card. So I'm going to do that if I can, but for now I'm going to keep it to reroll the brown die there if I have to. So, these guys come back to base. Alright, and next thing is this. That goes down by 6, and we heal the medic 1. Help prevent conditions from happening. Then, oh, we sent nothing to the control center. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Oh boy. What's more important? I mean, you know what? I'm gonna change this. Let's see, what are the things here? None of those are automated. So we're actually gonna not build that, which means we're gonna fail to get the antenna up by round 5, but we'll try to do it on round 6. And instead we have to go, this is more important, sending guys to maintain this, because if we roll a 3 or a 2, I mean, you have like a 2/3 chance of hitting that, so right now. So we absolutely must lower it by at least 2. Now we could guarantee success. We'll take a chance on the scientist. Do I want to build anything? So that's a build action. We're not gathering anything. Yeah, there's just too much to do. Alright, so these guys are going to go down 3. And then these come back to base. And then nothing to explore. And we're gathering. Nothing to gather. So we're doing research. We have to roll the die on the research. We took a wound, so I'm going to re-roll 1 die here. I'm going to spend my action to re-roll the wound. Oh yeah. Did anybody take any wounds yet? So whoever goes there is taking a wound. Make sure we remember that. So that was successful. Great. So we're successful. We did not take the wound. We planted the seed. Alright. Can come back to base. So this is guaranteed to be successful, and we have to take a wound by passing through the geyser. So these guys come back, and we discard this tile and check it off in the app. So we erected the new antenna, but we can't use it because we didn't lay the cables. This guy comes back, and this guy comes back, and everyone has returned to base. Okay, next phase. So if this rolls a 2 or a 3, then that means we would have broken stuff. So assemble the pool of malfunction die. That's a 2. Yep, it's a good thing we went there. 1, 2. Okay, now roll the pool of malfunction die. Blah blah blah. Next phase. All right, so this moves. Remember to do that. That means we can't build anything. Oh no, we can't build the laser tiles. Oh no. Let's see, we're on round 6, right? Or we're gonna be. Oh no! Oh wow, we screwed up on that, but... Well, you know, we saved one thing and lost another. Move everything from the pending area. We didn't pick up anything. Discard block markers on used skills. So we did do that. And, oh. So, we ended up not needing these two. I'm gonna spend them now. These things don't count as actions and they can be used anytime. Right? Or anytime during the action phase. Doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna discard both of those. I'm gonna put the marker that I used his skill, and then I'm gonna grab another upgrade. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle. It's like, how do you shuffle only 5? Like, yeah, not easy, but that's why I pick it. So random, server cluster, move 1 up 2 spaces to the right when you take the research action. So that'll be good for future things. But so that upgrade is now available to be built. What else do we got here? So we moved that. Moved from pending to the available. There's nothing there. Discard the black markers. We did that and passed the first player token. Scientist has lots of things. So next round, Soul 6. And we did plant one of the seeds, so I'll be sure to mark that in the app. So the working block goes up. Oh my goodness. So even if we had rolled a 1, it would have gone up, right? It was there. We would have rolled a 1, and then it would want to go up again. We would hit 5. So it's so critical to keep an eye on this and keep it. I mean, we have to keep it at a 0 or a 1. I mean, really, we have to keep it at 0 like every single round to be safe. But let's see. Let me see. If we rolled a 3, it would go 1, 2, 3, and then bad things. So yeah, a 0 or a 1, and we're okay. Okay, so this event phase, temperature problems began. Michael Shepard says, log entry, it was stifling hot when we woke up. The thermostat must have worked at full blast all night. It did no good to the plants. +1 on the chosen malfunction track. I choose this malfunction track. Okay, next phase. The morale, we gain 3. To the first player token, yeah. The first player gains. Next phase. Check your production. So now it is doing the production phase in the app. That's good. So we go down in food. We go up in stress. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we check our oxygen. Everything is green. Energy is green. Increase stress. Consume the food. Resolve the penalties are broken. Nothing's broken. And check the mission sheet. And there's nothing special. So next phase. This one says mission log, maintaining the farm. Spend 1 to gain 1, and I'm gonna give it to the engineer. We'll see if that plan sticks. We definitely we want to build the seed, but we didn't get it, so we absolutely must. We can't build anything. Alright, well, okay. So we're gonna go here, and this is a gather action. We're gonna put 4 things on here. So it's 1, 2, plus 1 more for that tile is 3, plus 1 more to guarantee success is 4. So we're putting 4 there to gather this seed. And so what else can we do? We can do some research, but we have nothing to research. That sucks. That's why I wanted to gather the seed, so I could do research this round and plant the seed. We absolutely must do that. So we can... Oh, we can't build anything. Oh my god. Alright, so we can... The medic can heal herself, and we can go down in stress. And, we can't build anything, so we can send the automated drone to do the event action because automated drones cannot go here. And we want to go down 2 or 3 anyway. There's nothing to explore, there's nothing. We have 2 more. We can go down in stress more, but the stress checker will be reset at the end of the game. So we don't need to go down any more in stress than that. Let's see, 1. Yeah, we definitely want to go down in stress 1. 1 action worth. Nothing to explore. We could try to gather more, but going here costs an extra pawn, and going there takes a wound, so kind of don't. So the engineer took damage. Engineer's doing stuff, so we can, like, taking damage sucks because it requires a medic to heal unless you get the upgrade. Like, so I don't want to heal wounds. I want to go down. Alright, so it's the best we can do. So we're going to maintain the farm. We're going to gain 1, and this goes to the engineer because the engineer controls this guy. And we prevent future consequences. So the stress goes down. We played some video games. The medic healed herself. That's why we want the medic to take damage so she can just heal herself. She's the tank. She's the tank. She's like a cleric in Rift. She's like healer tank. It's pretty good. So 4 there. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope. I think we're not going to lose, but it's going to be close. This is guaranteed successful. That was a gather action. We gathered the seed, which is good. And that's all we really did. We healed, we unwind, we maintained. I mean, that was just a maintenance. Very maintenance. We barely did anything. In the app, I'm going to say that we collected the seed, number 1, and we collected the seed, number 2. We planted the seed, number 1, but one of the objectives is there is 1 greenhouse and 1 plant or growing seed for each astronaut. So we have 4 greenhouses, but we only have 3 seeds, so this was supposed to go up during the production phase. Right? I mean, for sure at least once. Yeah, pretty sure just once. So we can't complete that objective because we need 2 seeds to be growing there. So we're going to go to the next phase. We assemble the pool. 3. Unbelievable. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we're spending on average 2 actions or 3 actions just maintaining the base. It's like, right? It's like a quarter. It's like 25% of our actions are spent just maintaining the base. It's pretty ridiculous. Roll the pool, next phase. In each I need to read this and pay attention, right? So in each facility, discard tokens from the exclamation point, which is this guy. So that's good. Otherwise we lose the game. Move everything from the pending area to the available area. So this is a seed. That's a seed token. And discard black markers from the use skill. So we did use a skill for the engineer. And discard black markers. Pass the first player token. Okay, next round. Soul 7. Out of 7. Today, like... Alright, living block goes up again. Oh my god. Alright, we still haven't managed to build the new antenna. Here's hoping we can finally do it today. If we do this today, it will truly be in the nick of time. We actually did build the antenna, but we didn't plug it in. All we have to do is plug it in. So We could go around. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is the event phase. Okay. It has no effect. Morale phase, we gain 3 tokens, which is cool. I will probably spend... We'll see if I have to roll a die to build, but I'm going to make that guaranteed success. So I'm definitely going to spend 2. Yeah, I'm definitely spending 2 to get another... discard 2, and then we're going to get another upgrade card. We want the control center and the med lab. We got the crew quarters, the games room. The server cluster is for the science, so there's only 4 left, so there's a... Oh, so yeah, so 2 of these got ejected from the game, but so these 2 of these are 2 of these, and then there's 2 of something else. I think this got ejected from the game, and I don't remember, and I think the solar panel upgrade got ejected, so we're shuffling, very, very random, and closing my eyes and taking a tile. Alright, the auto scanner, the medic. We had a 50-50 chance of getting one of the ones I wanted. The auto scanner. So if I have the option to build that, I'm gonna build it. Let's see, the tech room, let's see, the games room is available to be built. The auto scanner, I'm gonna do that if I can. And power and the server cluster is available. Okay, so you want the warning system. Alright, so we're gonna do research to plant that seed for sure. Oh, wait. I'm still getting ahead of myself. We're still on the morale phase. Gonna go to the next phase, production phase. Check the oxygen, we're good. Energy, we're good. Move the seeds up. Let's see. We didn't have any seeds, so I started skipping that step, and now we do have seeds. I need to not skip it. And consume this food. Increase the stress. The good news is we're on the last round, so the stress is not going to go up anymore. Increase stress. Resolve penalties of broken things in the working block, which nothing's broken. Next phase. Alright, put any number of pawns on this action. Each astronaut receives 1 morale token for 1 of their actions. Prevent future consequences. Now, at the end of this round, we actually have to discard all of our morale tokens. Anything we don't spend now will be wasted, so I really wish we could have researched more things, but we just didn't have time. So let's see, if we go around the wound, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 to be successful is 5. So this is a build operation, and we can use the buggy. So that's 2, we need 3 more. So there's our 5 to accomplish that goal, and that will guaranteed success, and we don't take any wounds because we went around the geysers. So we're gonna research, put the seed on there. Let's see the seed from here, and we'll probably make that guaranteed success because, yeah, I mean, we absolutely. I'm not gonna take a chance on not being able to plant the seed. All right, so did she get the full? No. Wasn't she damaged twice, and we healed 1 but not both? I think that's a mistake. I don't remember, but I don't like making mistakes. So we don't care about stress. We're gonna heal. So we can go like this to heal. That's an option. I might not stick with it, but that will heal too on the engineer. I believe wounds carry over to the next round, so it's way more important to get healing done than to collect more of these. These are useless. So there's nothing for this guy to do. Now, yeah, there's nothing really, we can try to gather something, but I believe things that we gather stay there, carry over. So if we can gather, we'll take a wound, or we, I mean, there's just not enough. There's nothing left. I mean, we need to go down. Oh man. How did we run out of stuff so quick, right? We've got 4 over there and 4 over here. That's 8, and that's everybody. So this plan can't happen. The medic can heal herself, but we need to go down. We're gonna go down 3, and we want to guarantee success on building. Yeah, absolutely. It's way more important to guarantee success than take a chance on failing, taking wounds in adventures. So, okay, so we're now, okay, we can actually send one of these guys just to prevent the future consequences, which may or may not carry over to the next mission. I don't know. But we're gonna do it. This is called Watching Old Family Videos. So we sent our mapping drone. Hey, the mapping drone has a camera on it, so it's gonna watch the videos for us. It's pretty stupid. So anyway, we did that. We need to lay the cables and plant the seeds. So the medic will heal herself, and this will go down by 3. And the next thing is, we're not gathering, we're not exploring, going to the research. This is guaranteed successful. And we did it. So this is thing here and this is thing here. So we need to check it off in the app. It's the only way for the app to know that we did it. And this is automatically successful. That was a build operation. And we did it. This just gets discarded. This comes back to base. And we avoided the wound by going around it. Oh yeah, that's kind of a trade-off. I could have taken a wound, give it to the medic, and then healed later, but... And then I could have collected a blue thing, and so I would have taken 2 wounds. I would be more efficient with my tiles, but no. Then the medic would take 2, I don't know. Not, instead of healing, it would take I don't know. Wounds are bad, so took the more conservative approach. Alright, now, everyone has returned to base. That got done. And we checked the quest log, and then we go to the next phase. Assemble the pool. A malfunction dice for this round. We've rolled a 3. Jesus. It is so important that we keep going back to the control center to manage our malfunctions. 1, 2, 3. Because it will just murder us every single time. Imagine if this hit to 5, that would have turned red. Then we were rolling 2, then we have twice as much things to manage, right? This literally doubles our damage. So if we want to maintain it, we'd be spending 6 there, or 50%, right? It's just, and then so then we're more likely, and then we start pulling, this goes to 5 more often, we start pulling these, then that goes to 5, then the system block turns red. It's just this cascading series of failures. So, I sacrificed skill cards and some wounds to keep an eye on this, and we managed to not hit the stress level to 18 because the medic kept on spending her things. We could actually spend another one, but both these get discarded and that resets to 0, so we don't care. We did the malfunction phase. Now we move everything from the pending to the available. We didn't pick up anything. Discard the black markers. We actually didn't... Oh! My engineer. Yeah, the auto scanner. Wow, we didn't get a chance to build the auto scanner. So we can bring these available upgrades with us to the next mission. Alright, pass the first player token. But there is no round 8, so that doesn't matter either. Next round. Epilogue. Well done. Thanks to your skill and knowledge, a new antenna is now set up, fully operational. You are all very proud of yourselves, and so is NASA. Yeah, we're all real proud of ourselves here. The plan and its execution were perfect. I would not agree on its perfection, but we did get the job done. Now that the communication is secured, you can focus back on your primary task, colonizing Mars. Alright, choose one item as your reward for completing the mission objectives. The first option is each astronaut heals 1 wound. That'd be good. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one because 3 of them are at full health. The next option is 1 astronaut gains 1 of his or her chosen skills. That's really good. The next one is change the topmost red cube in the malfunction box to green. So that's the topmost red cube, which is this one. That is fantastic because there's actually no way to repair the malfunction box. And then our fourth option is to gain 1 morale, which our morale is always already at the top, plus 5 oxygen and 5 energy. We never spent almost hardly, so we're cool on that. We totally don't need that one. We absolutely want this one. Change the topmost red cube in the malfunction box to green. Oh, hell yeah. It says now use the rewards displayed above. Use the rewards. So we gained this reward, and now we're using it to turn it green. Oh, yeah. I mean, that essentially gains 25% of our workforce. No longer has to go there to maintain, right? I mean, for the most part. Confirm. Okay, now we must save the game. It gives us the option to go to the next mission immediately, but if we fail to save the game now, and we actually close the app, or even just like go to a different app, if we come back and we didn't save it, we lose all of our progress. It's so super stupid. This app is really dumb. So we have to use the arrows at the bottom of the screen to cycle through the save steps to update the game elements. So we're going to run through everything. So we have to manually type on the app to set the level of resources in the general supply by moving the corresponding markers. If a resource level is greater than 20, tap a marker on the screen to flip it over. You can span and zoom a view. So we're going to move the red energy to 20 and the oxygen to 18 and the food down to 6. I'm pretty sure I was accurate with eating food every single round. Alright, next step. Set the morale level by moving the marker on the screen. So the morale was up to 3. So that's good. Set the productivity levels and broken parts in the system block by moving or tapping the corresponding markers on the screen. See existing upgrades. Set existing upgrades. So I didn't get any upgrades, but everything is green. I can actually pan and zoom until it's around this map. So like this is like a virtual representation of our game board right now. Set the productivity levels and broken. Oh, productivity levels are these things. So we're at the highest productivity. Oh, the seeds. Oh yeah. Actually tap on the greenhouses to put the seeds where they are. That's cool. Everything is green. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. And next step, set the number of greenhouses. Okay, fully grown plants, growing seeds, as well as broken parts at the farm by tapping the corresponding areas. So I did that already. Set the broken parts, upgrades, and markers in the remaining blocks. Okay, so it's just going like, that was the system block, now we're doing the living block. Set the broken parts, upgrades, and markers. And markers? Why would there be any markers? I don't know. Tapping the corresponding blah blah blah. So set the block's state in the malfunction box. Move any shutdown tiles as needed. Never had to shut anything down, so that's good. So we're gonna move the malfunction in the system block up to 3, and in the living block up to 3. It's not letting me move it. Okay, up to 3, and the working block up to 3. So not great, but it could be worse. Next step, you can find additional elements here. You can move them around as needed, then proceed to the next step. So yeah, if we collected more blue things, we could put them in the available so we actually set the number of things that we have here. So we have one. Let me go to the next. Okay, set the resources you have in the cargo bay. If you need additional elements, you can move them from the bottom left side of the board. So we only have 1 oxygen, but we have 5 computer parts, and I think we have 4 of those, and I think we got 5 of these. And then set depot markers and research cubes. Oh, cool. So if we had something here, we could leave it there. That's good. Now, so I put this stays, so this carries over, we put the X there. And set any facility cards in use, which we don't have any. Set all the markers needed. You can move additional tokens if necessary. Now, set the map by selecting corresponding ROIs and their types. Remember to record samples and adding the. Wow, this is really. So we have a planes token here with nothing on it, and we have a planes token here with. Oh, it changes. So we have to cycle through all the different choices. Volcano, screw that. Oh wow, there's like more in the app than I actually have in the game. There's like expansions. So this is Chasm in Southeast. Bumps, Canyon. Chasm with nothing on it. And then Mountains. And with. Oh no. Shit. Bumps, Canyon, Geyser, Mountains, and then I need to drag a blue thing over there. Cool. Shelf, you can see where all the development went into this app, because the rest of the app sucks. Northeast is Shell Pit with nothing on it. Next one is Canyon with nothing on it. And the next one is Geysers. Geysers with all 3 things on it. It's gonna drag. See the blue? Ah, shit. You have to manually place. It's very manual here. That was Geysers. The next one is Canyon with 1 thing on it. And then the next one is Plateau with nothing on it. So we're good to go there. And then set each astronaut's health, unlocked skills, and condition tokens. This is like really involved. So the engineer, gotta zoom in over here. And engineer took 2 damage and has the Mother of Invention. Oh, okay, so we flip over the ones we don't have. We don't have any for the rest, and everyone else is at full health, and there's no condition tokens. Really cool. So the game knows what I have, and then when I want to play mission 2, the app will tell me, and I will be able to set up the board game exactly as it exists right now. So one thing I missed was the upgrades that are available. It's... oh, upgrade cards. Cool. Do I get to do anything with that? Let's see what step 13 is. Remember to set markers for all astronauts in play. Mark the first player. Oh, so that did matter. The medic is the first player. Check if you need any additional information to save the game status and mark it on the screen or write it down. Okay, so in this particular case, we're going to write down that we have the game room upgrade, the server cluster upgrade, and the auto scanner upgrade. Okay, I'm going to hit the next arrow button. All components are set. I hope I did it right. Pretty sure. Ready. Please enter file name. Labyrinth of the Night, Mission 2. Save. Game is saved. Mission accomplished. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the Let's Play of First Martians, Adventures on the Red Planet. Campaign number 1, mission number 1. I'll see you for mission 2. Have a good night.